9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Are you ready?
Hi, welcome to Hardway Wrestling. We are covering Wrestle Dream, not Wet Dream.
Yeah, get it straight.
That's Wednesday. Oh, it is. Is today Wednesday?
Yeah, I think so.
Today's Tuesday. Yeah, today's Tuesday. Can't be Wet Wednesday yet. So, but we're going to cover.
Is it
Wrestle.
Tuesday? God damn, my days are off.
It's crazy. And we're not used to recording on Tuesday, so that's why we don't know where the hell we're at or what we're doing. I see Mr. Puffers is in the house. He couldn't make it for your last video.
He was next door in the room with the kid.
Gotcha. Okay. Well, hello, Mr. Puffers. How are we doing today?
He's feisty.
Yeah, he is ready to go. He is so excited about this Wrestle Dream card. And so am I. Did you get a chance to watch any of the Wrestle Dream?
I did not watch much of it. I just looked at clips here and there as they came online. I wasn't spending $50 or $60 for an AEW pay-per-view. They seriously need to get their streaming service set up.
Well, from what I'm hearing, it's not going to be what we think it's going to be. I think they're going to stream Dynamite, Rampage, Collision, but I do not think that they're going to put pay-per-views on there because they make way too much on pay-per-views.
Yeah, the cock spoiled us.
Yeah, the cock has spoiled us. Now, that's just a rumor. I don't know if that's true or not. I mean, it would be great if they had all these on there. And I'd even pay an extra $5 a month or $10 a month for Max. I have Max now. I'd pay extra just to get the pay-per-views. One pay-per-view a month. Be worth every be worth it.
Absolutely. So I'm trying to get the Max set up on my phone, but Hulu's not letting me for whatever reason. Yeah. Like I have a standard Hulu service with my T-Mobile subscription, but when I try to go to the Hulu site to upgrade, it won't let me. It keeps telling me my browser needs updated, but it's updated. So I don't know.
Yeah, why don't you just download the Max app?
Tried that.
Oh, okay. Won't do it at all. You got an Android phone, don't you?
I'll figure it out.
Yeah. 1975 call. They want their bag phone back.
Hey, easy.
All right. Well, let's cover Wrestle Dream. We got 14 matches. We're gonna zip through here. We're not gonna be on here all day because we did not get to watch most of this. I saw a lot of highlight stuff. I watched some of the media scrum, and we're just gonna touch on these and touch on these matches and what we thought. All right. So a lot of kickoff matches to start the show. Let's get to these.
Not a surprise there with Tony Khan.
0 Hour had three or four matches.
Yeah.
And honestly, I didn't even know. Even Saturday, I didn't even know that most of these were on 0 Hour until it was too late. So 0 Hour, we had Shane Taylor Promotions. It's Shane Taylor. Lee Moriarty is now with Shane Taylor Promotions. So Diamante and Mercedes Lewis versus Kojima, Keith Lee, Athena, and Billy Starks.
Man, there's definitely a pre-show lineup.
This was less than catering.
Pretty much.
Right? They threw everybody.
Probably Ziggler's brother's still catering.
Yeah, well, he still think Punk's there. That's why he's not back.
Yeah.
So Keith Lee's group, Kojima, Keith Lee, Athena, Billy Starks, they win the match by pinfall. I think I caught this match before I went to bed, and I think the match was like less than 6 minutes or something. Like it wasn't very long.
Yeah, I think I caught the end of it on YouTube because it was streaming on there, the 0 Hour.
Gotcha. We had a Josh Barnett versus Claudio Castagnoli. So I don't know a lot about Josh Barnett, but supposedly he trained John Moxley.
He's a ex-UFC guy, I believe.
Yep, ex-UFC guy. But he's trained Moxley, trained a bunch of these guys. So it was nice to get him on this card. Claudio ends up winning by pinfall. John Moxley was at ringside providing a lot of content for this match.
He was a guest announcer.
Yeah.
Supposedly he was fined for something he said. I'm not sure exactly what he said.
He must have been dropping some bombs.
Not surprised.
Dropping some bombs out there. So
if he can't bleed, he's got to drop bombs.
Hey, I'm here for it. I'm here for it. John Moxley on commentary. One way or another, he's going to go through or sit behind a table.
Yep.
So we had Luchasaurus versus Nick Wayne. Now, new Luchasaurus loses the TNT title, and he's already relegated to 0 hour.
Yeah, and this one I don't really get the whole Luchasaurus versus Nick Wayne thing, especially with what we're going to get to later for the finale. But Luchasaurus wins this match. Not surprised.
Yep.
The guy's like 5 feet taller than Nick Wayne, and his left leg outweighs Nick Wayne by like 30 pounds.
Well, this is also Nick Wayne's hometown of Seattle. So it's usually not like Tony to not give these guys wins in their hometown, but you're going to find out that he did not give a shit where you were from
You couldn't justify giving Nick Wayne a victory over Luchasaurus.
Absolutely not. So, all right. Then you had the AEW World Trios Championship match. The Acclaimed and Daddy Ass versus TMDK. The Acclaimed win. The Acclaimed. Take a drink. The Acclaimed to win by pinfall.
They just won the trios belts not long ago, so they're not dropping them yet, and especially on a 0 hour, that's not happening.
Well, and I honestly don't see them losing these belts anytime soon, since they have come out with replica belts that are pink, and they're about $5,000 per belt.
Jesus.
Yeah. Now do that math when you need all three.
Well, I'm sure there's people out there that can't do the math for one.
You don't got to take off your shoes for it. It's expensive.
Like buying a new car.
That's right.
Or a used one.
You have your Ring of Honor World Tag Team Championship 2-on-1 handicap match. This was on the main card, or we're in the main card now. Yep. MJF going it alone because Adam Cole blew his ankle out. Now, I originally thought this was a
work.
This was just a work, but it wasn't a work. Like Adam Cole.
Yeah, he rolled. Well, you could see he legitimately rolled his ankle when he jumped off that ramp, because it was the elevated ramp that connects right to the ring. And I think it said he broke his ankle in 3 spots or something.
They shattered it. But he still worked. Like he still worked that match, and he still worked not the match, but he was there and he worked the spot on the inside of or in the ring and whatnot. Yep. So I guess that's all adrenaline. But anyway, it was MJF going it alone versus the Righteous. We called this one, or I think we all called this one. There was no way the Righteous was going to win this. Actually, pretty cool. MJF came out and shot a promo and said he's going to hit you with the body slam. I'm going to take your head and your 1980s haircut or whatever it was, and I'm going to ram it up his ass. And he did. He did all that.
Yeah.
Right. Oh, classic MJF wrestling match. Not a bunch of flip-flop stuff. He just went out there, arm drag, clothesline.
They do the kangaroo kick.
He did do the kangaroo kick right before he jammed the one dude's ass up the other dude's ass. So good for MJF.
Sadly, no double clothesline.
Well, I guess he did single clothesline. I guess he did.
He would have had to do it twice.
So obviously MJF's going to be out for quite a while. What do they do here with these belts?
I'd like to see. I don't know. It's hard because MJF's also your world champion. But they're running with the story that MJF's just gonna run it solo until either he loses him or Adam Cole comes back. So I'm gonna assume soon they're gonna book the 1-on-2 tag title match against Roddy Strong's boys, and that's when they drop the ROH tag belts.
Yeah, I'm good with Matt Taven and and the Kingdom winning these tag titles. So it'd be. I'm curious on where he's going to how he is going to spin that. Did you? I think I said it out.
It sucks that this freak accident happens to Adam Cole because these guys were money together. The vignettes they did every week. Did you catch the one that they did with Paul White?
That's what I was absolutely just getting ready to tell you about him. The hook.
That was hilarious.
Captain Insano.
Yeah.
Dude, I was like, I got up at like probably midnight or whatever, and before I left for work, I just happened to be, scrolling through TikTok or whatever, and I caught this, and I'm laughing. I'm dying. I'm just rolling and laughing, and I think I shared it or whatever. But man, it was might be the funniest thing I've ever seen. So
yeah, they just keep getting better and better. Now I'm wondering if now that Adam Cole is obviously not wrestling, if he's still going to appear in any vignettes with MJF through his injury time.
Yeah, that's a good question. Maybe we bring Captain Insano in to tag with
MJF.
That
would be cool.
Yeah, it's gonna be. I mean, if he shattered his ankle,
it'll be a while.
It'll be 6 months.
They can have MJF wheeling Adam Cole to the bar in his wheelchair.
I like that. All right. So Adam Cole
make some jokes about parking in the handicap spot.
All right. Well, even without Adam Cole, MJF wins this match. Wins over the Righteous by pinfall. All right. We have the unified ROH World Championship match: Eddie Kingston versus Shibata. We called this. Eddie just won this belt. He wins by pinfall. I don't think they're taking either one of these belts. I mean, the strong belt, he could lose
eventually, because it's 2 belts and it's not even the same promotion.
Correct. So, I mean, if they fight again,
he hasn't even had that strong belt that long.
No, 2 weeks, right? 2 weeks. The last pay-per-view, which was like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
So, Eddie Kingston holds on to the title. You have your AEW TBS Championship match. Chris Statlander versus Julia Hart. Now, I'm certainly disappointed because I think Julia Hart's doing some of the best work she's ever done, right? She's super improved, like much better than when she was with the Varsity Club or Varsity Blues is what I call them because they were not very good. But
the knockoff blondes.
Yeah, the knockoff Brian Pillman's kid, who's now in NXT.
Yeah, and you sons of bitches talked me into taking Julia Hart instead of Statlander, like I predicted. If you did catch our last show on Friday when we did the Wrestle Dream preview,
I think I picked Statlander to win this.
And you were the asshole, I think, that talked me into taking Julia Hart. Oh, Brody King's at ringside.
Yep. So
Julia Hart's doing her best wrestling.
When we do these videos, there are going to be some that I'm going to go the other way with because, you can't give up all the information, right? You can't give always what you think. So there were a couple that I probably should have went with when I was not really, believing it, especially for the NXT one, and I'd have been very successful. So Chris Statlander retains here over Julia Hart. Not sure what with them not doing much with the women's division, who knows what's going to happen next for either one of these. So hopefully Julia Hart doesn't go away.
Supposedly, we can list Britt Baker is out of action for a while because from what I read, she's going to be needed to help take care of Adam Cole with his ankle injury. So we can nix her as a next opponent for Statlander. I would give Julia Hart another run at it.
Absolutely. Yeah, this should not be done. This should not be done. And I know a lot of times they do that. It's a one and done
title match and then move
2 week
on.
Build up, whatever it is, and then it's over, right? They run away with it. I mean, I'd love to see. I don't think Julia Hart is good enough to get in the ring with Saraya and be able to protect Saraya from dying in there. But who knows who they'll bring versus Julia Hart. So next match, where are we at here? Okay, we had the World Tag Team Champions #1 contender match. And honestly, I don't know how this match didn't end up on fucking Dynamite or Rampage. Why they ended up deciding they were going to throw this on the main card anyway, in the
Because
middle
it's the
of.
Young Bucks.
Now, explain this to me. Now, the Young Bucks win this match, right? It was who was
I
in
called
this match?
it. It was
Young Bucks.
It was
the
Hook
Guns.
Cassidy, the Ass Boys, the Lucha Bros, and the Bucks.
Yeah. So I went with Cassidy and Hook only because we've seen FTR and the Bucks. We've seen FTR and the Guns. We've seen FTR and Lucha Brothers. And I went back and forth here. I went back and forth between the Lucha Brothers and Hook. Back and forth. And I put low points on it, but I said I'm going with Hook just in case. And they get. I didn't think that Lucha Bros was going to win the number one contender because Ray Phoenix, who by the way got hurt, right? I think he got hurt in this match and was out.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
I did not know that. He's taking on Nick Jackson for the international title tomorrow night.
Right. So you got Nick Jackson he already has the trios titles, right? And he trioed
ROH 6-man.
Hang Bucks or whatever, Hung Bucks.
Yeah.
So he's got that belt. Ray Phoenix, I did not think that because Ray Phoenix holds the international title. Why would they put him in? Why would they have them win the number one contenders match for the tag titles? It's all a fucking mess. Now Nick Jackson, has a trio title, is going for this international title.
Yeah, and now he's also going to be going with the tag titles too.
Right, exactly. So I mean, what are we doing here? Did the Bucks just pull their EVP card and said that's it? One for every belt.
I mean, to be honest, I don't want to see any more FTR versus the Bucks. Four times is enough. And again,
breaking news. Matt Jackson is now facing MJF for all the belts. So we're putting all the belts on the Bucks. I'm totally kidding. I'm totally kidding.
It would surprise me. Tony Khan pulled another magical scheme out of Julia Hart's hat.
Yeah, well, my theory for the Lucha Bros, I didn't think about the theory for the Young Bucks. So now the Young Bucks are the number one contenders versus FTR. We're going to get FTR versus Young Bucks 12.
Yeah, pretty much. And we questioned why Bullet Club Gold wasn't in this match. And of course, when we've recorded, we hadn't seen Dynamite yet. And Jay White gets pummeled by 5 guys dressed in the MJF mask.
Yes, his demon mask.
Yeah, so I'm guessing Jay White's going to be MJF's new number one contender eventually.
If it's MJF, he said that the mask was stolen.
Yeah,
and then said in the media scrum that the mask was stolen.
And then there was speculation that the guy that faced the camera was Edge, even though he was like shorter than Edge
and skinnier.
Yeah, which we knew it wasn't Edge. Yeah, it was straightly aligned.
Yeah, we'll have to do on the next show. We'll try to we'll kind of go over on who we think that is in that mask. I'm sure we're gonna get some stuff on Wednesday, just to give us a little bit of a whatever.
Yeah, they're building something, but honestly, FTR versus Bullet Club Gold for the third or fourth time is what we all want and all need.
FTR beat the Bucks in their hometown, correct? No, I'm lying.
No, Wembley. That was in Wembley.
The next pay-per-view is in California.
That's Full Gear in November.
Right. I'm just saying. The Cucamonga kids, as Scotty would say, the Cucamonga kids are going to get these belts in their hometown.
Maybe it's their turn to be belt collectors.
That's right.
I don't know. We still got a month and some to go. Hopefully FTR does not lose to them. But, I mean, they're up 2-1 in the series now. So, in order to get Young Bucks FTR 528, Bucks have got to win it.
Yeah. Yeah. It's their time. their time.
Where's Brian Hardy at? So you guys can do the.
I love that guy. All right. So speaking of a long time to go, let's get through the rest of these matches. Hangman Adam Page versus Swerve Strickland. Finally, Swerve gets a legitimate win. We all called this. We all thought he was going to win.
He was definitely due.
Yeah. I wasn't a big fan of Swerve when he in NXT or his short run on the main roster, and I really wasn't even sure that I liked him here. But now I'm starting, like, I think him being with the Mogul Embassy and Prince Nana.
You did it yourself.
Like, and I swerve. I can't. All right, stop.
Hey, you did it yourself.
Hey, it's me. It's my fault. Forget about it. Anyway, I love this iteration of Swerve right now. I think I'm not a big fan of his promos sometimes, but I think he is on the way up, and he now has Hangman Adam Page's spot.
Yeah. Well, of course, Peg Warmer is ROH 6-man tag, so I'm guessing we're going to see a little less of him here going forward.
Well, especially if the Bucks are wrapped up with FTR for the next month and the international title. And I mean, is it possible that all the Bucks hold all the titles by the end of the year?
They are booked.
Good Lord. All right, another guy that's really deserving, and it was time for him to win a big one here, was Ricky Starks versus Wheeler Yuta. Ricky Starks ends up wins by pinfall. Pretty solid match here. I mean, we all like
Starks is good. Diet Rocky Maivia.
Love him.
Is up and coming.
Love him.
Unfortunately, they will only give him a win versus Wheeler Yuta because he's not beating anybody else from the BCC.
Well, I mean, I'm curious to see what they do with him moving forward because his contract's coming up. So I think they're waiting to see what he's going to do before they do anything really big with him. So if anything, this is good. This is a good one for him over Yuta. Thank God Yuta didn't win.
Yeah, seriously.
We had Bryan Danielson versus Zack Sabre Jr., the best in the world, not CM Punk. Right? The best technical wrestler in the world is Bryan Danielson. This match was really good from the highlights that I saw. But this
was kind of the match of the night everybody was expecting.
Yeah.
So I mean, I really wish I would have been able to see not only this match in its entirety, but the Swerve Hangman match, just because Timmy called it as the possible sleeper for
match of the night.
Well, no, he said it was the sleeper of possible match of the night. So,
well, Bryan Danielson goes over in his own hometown of Seattle. So we're gonna get this again. We're definitely got to get this Zack Sabre Jr. Bryan Danielson again. Maybe give Zack Sabre the win on the next one. But really good match. These guys are fluid. No botches. Their footwork is good. They're actually, both of these guys are excellent wrestlers.
Yep.
A lot of times guys do moves with no purpose, and jumping over this rope or getting slammed on the steps or 3 times in a row. Like there's no purpose to some of this stuff. But these guys put on a clinic out there. So good for Bryan Danielson. Yep. Trios match: Chris Jericho, Kenny Omega, Kota Ibushi versus the Don Callis family, Guevara, Ospreay, and Takeshita. Does Don Callis' family ever lose?
Apparently not.
No.
As much as I thought this one would be Jericho and Kenny and them finally getting one out of this set, still hasn't happened.
Yeah, I don't know. I watched the media thing that the Jericho and Kenny did, and I immediately knew I was going to be bored as hell with this match. You got some of the top Takeshita, top guy in the company or in the world wrestler, great wrestler. Will Ospreay,
Absolutely.
in my mind, top 3 in the world.
Yeah, absolutely.
Top 3 in the world. Kenny Omega, top 20 in the world probably at this point. Kota Ibushi, a former shell of himself. Kota Ibushi, and Sammy Guevara, which, I mean, like him or hate him, he's good too.
I love Guevara.
Not the greatest promo in the world.
Well, that's why he uses cue cards or
That's
poster
right.
board.
I think he should bring that back. I think he should be a mute.
Yeah.
So,
And then, of course, Jericho.
Don Callis family wins this again by pinfall.
It was Sammy, or no, was it Callis or Sammy used Floyd to beat the shit out of Jericho with.
Yeah. I think it was Guevara, and Sammy got the pin.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, Sammy got the pin.
I mean, yeah, I could see that coming.
Yeah. So, I guess we'll see what we're gonna go forward with.
Well,
what do they call them? The Golden
Jets.
It should be called the Elderly Jets. Or the Golden Era.
Yeah. Well, they're taking on Sammy and Takeshita on Dynamite tomorrow night.
All right. Well, that'll be a snore fest too. I'm sure that. There's no way. Don Callis family. Thumbs up. Thumbs down. Don Callis family is going to. They'll just keep winning. You know, they kind of remind me of the House of Cross. Honestly, they just win. I mean, they just win. So, you got the. Go ahead.
Debatable.
I mean, we got one guy that wins. I'm sorry. We got one guy that doesn't lose. Whatever.
Yeah.
You have the AEW Tag Team Championship match, FTR versus Aussie Open. Yeah, I mean, FTR has come off matches with Lucha Bros and a couple with the Young Bucks and better teams in the Aussie Open, right?
Yeah.
And there was no way that FTR was losing these titles Aussie Open.
Yeah, no, this again for the booking purpose made no sense of why they would put them in the spot for this pay-per-view.
Could have been a Dynamite. Now I know these guys just held the ROH titles. They are a seasoned tag team that lost to MJF and Adam Cole, who are not seasoned tag team, and then they put them in a match with FTR. And did anybody expect for these guys to win? There's no chance. There's not a chance.
No chance in hell.
No chance. I would almost rather see Adam Cole come back and FTR versus Adam Cole and MJF.
Why not?
We've had it before, I think. We already got it earlier.
That was their initial run. They won a tag title eliminator tournament.
Yeah.
And MJF and them lost.
That's right. So, run it back. I'd rather see them than the Buckaroos. So.
Again, poor booking.
Yeah, we didn't need this match. Obviously, didn't need this match. We had a 2 out of 3 falls match. The main event, Christian Cage versus Darby Allin. This match, and I only seen highlights, didn't see every single bit. And all the highlights were of Christian Cage absolutely beating the piss.
There, at one point, looking at it, there was no ring cover. They had everything exposed.
Yes, pulled the apron back. It was bare wood. There were 3 points right back to back. Christian Cage picks up Darby, slams him on the apron, picks him up again, drops him on his head on the outside, picks him up again, and drops him onto the steps.
Yeah. How Darby is even alive is beyond me at this point.
He is. I really don't know if he's real or not.
But yeah, that arena ringside area was so tore up. The only thing that was missing was Brock Lesnar's forklift from what did he drive out to
when he
the
picked
caterpillar
ring
or
up.
whatever and pick the ring up. Yeah,
picked the ring up.
that was the only thing missing.
When I see Darby, I just look at that guy and say, that motherfucker is not real. That fucking guy there is not real. He's just not.
He's not.
Which was nice. We had the same match at ATCW just a month ago. We had Tremor versus Ish in a falls count, anything goes, West Virginia street fight. And they ripped up the ring. They ripped up the apron. And the nice thing about that is it's easier to put away at the end of the night because you already have it already torn apart.
Yeah, I guess so. Got to look at the logic that way.
But Christian Cage retains the title, and Luchasaurus came out. They came out and beat the shit out of Darby. And then Sting came down and tried to help out, and that didn't work. And then they started to get the upper hand.
We already had the Nick Wayne turn at the end of the match.
Oh, I missed the turn.
Yeah, you missed the turn because that was the finish. He took the TNT title from Christian, and it looked like he was getting ready to help Darby seal the deal, and then he just turns and hits Darby with the belt, and Christian gets the pin.
And I'm gonna tell you, the Academy Award doesn't go to Christian, doesn't go to Nick, goes to Nick's mom. She sold the shit out of that. I don't know if she knew it was coming or what. She killed it. She absolutely killed it. And then in the press conference, Christian was saying that Nick's a good boy. Little confused right now, but he's a good boy. And he said, I'll get a hold of his mother. Wait a minute, I already got her number.
Yeah, Christian Savage, man.
So, did you see they were doing the tribute to Inoki?
Yeah.
So at the beginning of Wrestle Dream, they did a tribute to Antonio Inoki. That's what Wrestle Dream was all about. Mm-hmm. And then they cut to a screen of Christian Cage watching. What has he got with other people's dead dads? I mean, I don't know. If you didn't really think about it, you wouldn't have known why they did it. But if you think about it, genius.
Yeah.
He's just standing back watching. So that wasn't even the big part. We have a new All Elite member.
We do.
We have
Sexton
Hardcastle.
Who?
Adam Copeland.
We saw this coming, though.
Oh, a mile away,
the writing was on the wall. The WWE contract had just ended about a week before. They make the TNT title the main event. Christian is Copeland's best friend. The only thing that we really didn't see was that he ended up basically going against Christian at the end.
Right.
Yeah, I thought of him coming down. He was going to help Christian retain.
How great would that be if they bring the Brood back together? Let's do it. I mean, eventually they're going to get there. They're going to get back together.
Gangrel's already made a couple appearances on AEW pay-per-views.
I'd love it. I'd love every second of it.
Yeah.
I don't know what music they would use, but I love every second of that.
Apparently, WWE doesn't own the rights to Alter Bridge's song.
Correct.
Which was great.
Yeah, he's buddies with Alter Bridge.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the best part, did you hear the beginning of the song? It's not you think you know me. It was you thought you knew him.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
That was pretty awesome spot. Edge or Copeland.
Adam Copeland.
Copeland.
Whoa.
Yeah, right.
Can't call him that.
Sorry. Adam Copeland. Yeah, so I think that's awesome. It's going to be great for the locker room. It's going to be great for on every aspect of the business of AEW. So
and unlike CM Punk, he's there to play ball with everybody. He's there to have matches with people he's said he wants to wrestle, like Samoa Joe and Sting and whatnot. And he's there.
He said he's never been in a ring with Sting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he said he had just met Kenny Omega that night.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so that's going to be cool to see somebody who actually wants to help the up and coming talent and not just be a crybaby that wants to sit in his corner and start fights with people. for running his mouth.
I think the best part of this whole thing was WWE released stories for 3 days. Adam Copeland, Edge is no longer on the roster. There are internal people saying that Edge will be like they tried to ruin this thing, which again we knew he was coming, but they tried to ruin it for everybody. Good on WWE to say, screw your pisshead company.
Did you see the I can't remember if it was his Instagram post of the sticky post he left to Beth Phoenix on the fridge. It said, going to walk the dog, be back in a few. And in the sentence, the letters AEW were all capitalized, like going in a line.
Yeah, I wonder how long it'd be before Beth ends up there.
I was thinking that.
I think she would be great to help out the talent. I don't know how much TV time she's going to get because they don't put their women on TV. So
wait a minute. Wasn't her move the same as Ty Valkyrie's and Jade's?
The Glam Slam.
God, no. Then we'll have that all over again. It'll be her versus Ty Valkyrie for the rights to the move.
I'm okay with that. They're two big girls.
Yeah.
Two big, strong girls. All right. Well, that's going to do it here for us at Hardway Wrestling. Thank you for joining us. This was our Wrestle Dream preview. We will be back later on in the week we have a Fastlane. Right?
Fastlane is Saturday.
Saturday for Fastlane. We're going to catch up on some news. We haven't covered a lot of news this week. It hasn't been a ton. But we'll find some news to cover. And that's it, man. You ready for Fastlane?
I am.
Are you watching Fastlane?
I will watch Fastlane because I am off Saturday night. I will be watching this one. I will
most likely watch it on Sunday.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll most likely watch it on Sunday because I will be out of town. So
you're always out of town.
I'm a busy boy. Hey, once I get through the beginning of November, I have a couple shows here and there, a couple things here and there, and then we'll be free and clear. So hopefully.
Did you see that Full Gear is on a Saturday?
Oh, I did not see that.
It is Saturday, November 18th.
Oh, well, let me right now.
Book it.
You know what that date is, don't you? That is an ATCW event.
Hey, you're suspended, Cross.
Oh yeah, you're right. Don't tell anybody. Okay, so maybe I'll be there. Maybe. We'll see. Anyway, that's gonna do it here for us at Hardway Wrestling. Make sure you go
like, subscribe, review,
do what the man
share it.
Told you.
Share it with all your friends. Share it with all your enemies.
Where can they find us? Where can
they find us on Facebook, on YouTube, on
what?
Spotify,
what?
On Apple,
what?
Buzzsprout,
what?
YouPorn,
yep.
Pornhub,
yes.
Type in Hardway.
Yeah, definitely type in Hardway Mandingo. Make sure you type that in. Yeah, but you catch us on all your podcasting platforms, on Facebook, on YouTube, like Ricky said. And please go like and subscribe. And on top of that, give us a review.
Yes.
Somebody tell Ricky what kind of blade he's used for his head. See, I cut mine today.
I'm getting ready to do that after we get done here.
No blood, buddy. No blood.
I'm trying not to.
You gotta get it. You gotta get.
Try not to. If that doesn't,
get Aries to unhairy you.
If that doesn't work, I'm going cat claws next.
I like it. Mr. Puffers is ready to go.
Mr. Puffers is always ready to go. He is feisty.
Yeah, he is.
He's also tangled.
He just committed suicide. All right. I'm gonna get a nasty email from PETA. All right. Again, thank you so much for joining us, Ricky. Thank you. We'll speak at the end of the week, and we'll see you guys next time
on the Hard Way.